the form of, you can change the format also, you can play it. I'll just play it for you. It is not being done. Internet issue. Okay, I'll just show you. See, it has been recorded in the form of video. So you can side by side, you can add the narration also. You have learned so many tools for creating audio, video resources and all. You can add and you can keep on explaining while you are recording. You can make a video out of it. Choose any topic and you can use this for recording a small video clipping on with the help of this Bhuvan 3D. Right? So this was a little bit about the tool that I was talking about. And then this is the Bhuvan. I'll just stop sharing it. Now, I would like to some of you to please tell me that you could understand a bit, and how did you find this tool? I mean, for different social science subjects. Just quick in chat box, quick response in the chat box. Could you understand a bit? I am sure that you must not have been able to understand 100% whatever I have tried to, but you can definitely explore and learn it more and more about it. So I just need a quick response from you. Can we make screen recording, screenshot, and use it to deliver? Yes, definitely you can use the screen recording or screenshot and make a resource out of it. Yes, Bhuvan, NRSC. Yeah, it's very useful for even for other social science subjects also, as I told you, for history and other. See, when we teach social sciences or any other subject, we should not uh, keep it in a very watertight compartment. Just for example, when we are dealing with a particular theme, we have to make it interdisciplinary. In this, in the way, for example, suppose I'm trying to explain. Suppose take a topic called theme called water resource maybe. So in that, suppose we are trying to in geography, we explain the water is the resource, and then we get fresh water from this places, and we have snow-capped mountains, and from there also water comes, rivers, rainfall, and all those things. Water comes from there, and then the uses of water, distribution of water, and all. When we are dealing with with sociology, we can deal with the issues related to water scarcity, and in geography also drought prone areas and all those things. And then in sociology, we can explain the sociological aspect. We have to take into consideration that the issues related to water scarcity and the way the life of people exists in this water scarce areas, and what or water abundant areas. What are the practices that we need to follow in the areas where we have lots of water availability of enough water and very less water? What is the cultural aspect of it? So economic aspect of it. uh, 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 so political aspect also, because so many political implications are there related to it. So when we are dealing with a particular theme, for example, I said water, we need to have an interdisciplinary approach while dealing or while explaining the topic. Another example, if I take a very simple one, maybe cloth. Cloth maybe. So clothes. When we can in geography we can deal with uh, growing of cotton crops, then manufacturing industries, cotton textile industry, where is it located? We all know about jute industry, how it went. The crops went to Bangladesh, and the mills uh, remained with us. So the political implications, the economic implications of it, sociological implications of it. So the textile mills that were shut down in Mumbai and that area, Bombay at that time. So the implications, sociological, economic aspects of all those things. So there are so many aspects related to a particular theme: geographical, economic, sociological, political. So when we are explaining any topic, or say for example, another example I can take food, for example. So in geography, we will be dealing with the annual rainfall, the climatic type, and the kind of crops grown there, right? So the primary activities, the amount of percentage of population involved in these activities, and also geography will be dealing with that. In economics, we'll be definitely dealing with the kind of activities, the primary, secondary, tertiary, and all those things. Then sociological aspect of agriculture and growing of crops, food crops, and all. So how farmers are suffering, how commercialization of crops has taken place, and what are the implications of a farmer suicide and all those things. Then political aspect of it. So see, all the things, all the subjects are in a way related to all the aspects that exist. It is related to human beings. So therefore, that is called as social sciences. So it is related to society, human beings. So all the themes or the topics are interrelated to each other. All the subjects, when we take any topic, we try to analyze, we find or there we can include so many subjects in it, or it has multidisciplinary approach we have to take in mind. And unless we do that, we won't be able to understand the things properly, or make the students understand the things properly. So, for example, I showed you a video on Silk Route. So, Silk Route has geographical, sociological, economic, and all those aspects we have to explain why we are trying to explain Silk Route. So, we study Silk Route in geography also, transport and communication, or international trade, that chapter. Then we have in sociology also, history also, definitely economics also. That was a very important economic uh, 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 route that was there, very vibrant economic route. So any topic, any theme we take into consideration, it's very important to understand it in a multidisciplinary manner. Otherwise, if we are putting it in a watertight compartment of one subject, no, it should not be included in this subject. It will be very difficult for us to understand, and for the learners also to understand. So any questions? I hope I was able to I was able to and make you understand what I'm trying to say, and you were able to be awake throughout the session. It was it's a nice weather.
Sorry to disturb.
Yes, yes.
Uh, the breakout room will be open only for 2 more minutes, so we can start
Okay.
wrapping up.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That is why I'm asking for any questions you have. It's a lovely weather in Delhi NCR these days. So it's drowsy also at times. So I hope it was interesting for you to understand how we can use Bhuban, and also how we can integrate various tools, ICT, our teaching learning process. Thanks a lot to everyone. If there are no questions, you can any day ask the question in the group also. If any time you think of any question or any query, you can put it in the group, or we will be able to solve it. So we have to leave the breakup room, Tanmay? Or automatically
breakout? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am.